just a second, and then I'll get going. I need to do something really quick. Kind of got a false start earlier, so I'm just trying to get that video out of the way. And you won't get this, but the 10.5-hour Kirby stream that I did on New Year's has a copyright claim on it. It's almost like I played about like 5 or 6 games that had copyright music in it or something. I'll just have to check back on that a little bit later. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. Just trying to make sure I don't need the signal boost to anybody else. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get going on this. So first and foremost, what is this game? This is a Romhack of, well, in particular it's Rockman 6, but, you know, it's Megaman 6 as well. In order to get this to work, you have to use a Japanese copy of the game. It's basically a complete rework. Like, this isn't sort of like the old ROM hacks that just basically make the levels harder and, you know, like, just use the same weapons, the same robot masters. It is its own unique thing. So we're gonna see some new weapons, we're gonna see some new bosses, we're gonna see, you know, great, awesome new levels. Like, this is not a blind playthrough. I made sure that I could actually do this because, let's be honest here, if I would have done this way back whenever I first downloaded this, I was not going to have a very fun stream with it. It took a while to get used to this, and we'll get into that as we go along. But without any further ado, let's get started. So, right here from the start, we get to see, like, all the different robot masters we have, and we have a pretty wide range of where they come from. We've got Jewel Man from 9, Galaxy Man as well, Chill Man from 10, Sparkman from 3, Dustman and Pharaohman from 4, Napalm Man from 5, and then the only Mega Man 6 kind of representative here is Tomahawk Man. But as we get into this, we're going to see that even though these are all familiar Robot Masters, they're not going to have quite the same physics and mechanics that we're used to. This game is hard. Alright, so right out the gate, this is based off of Mega Man 6, so there are some physics that they took from that game, but they've also done some improvements to it. In Mega Man 6, you couldn't jump out of a slide. Like, if you tried to, like, jump out of a slide, it would cancel it first. Whereas in this game, I can seamlessly slide and then just jump right out of it, so that's one thing that they did fix. There is still a little bit of a glitch, and it's not going to be easy to kind of show that off because it's really, really hard in general to even describe, like, what it is, much less visually how it's supposed to show up. But, there is a little bit of a glitch in that, sometimes whenever you're charging up a shot, and, you know, even sometimes whenever you're not charging up a shot, it's possible to get into a place where your jump just gets eaten. I don't know if that's like, that's a little bit related to Mega Man 6 base, but it's more noticeable in this game than it is in that one, I feel like. Also, please take note of this awesome music. So we're about to see one of the first things that this game does that kind of like ramps up the difficulty quite a bit. If I died anywhere up to this point, I haven't hit a checkpoint yet. As I cross this gate, I haven't hit a checkpoint yet. You can get a free shot on them. So these are all bosses that are based off of different Robot Masters, and you fight them kind of as the sort of halfway point. So you kind of have to fight a mini-boss to get your checkpoint for the level. And I'm doing a wonderfully poor job. There we go. This is what I should have been doing all the time. There we go. We got him. So the Dock Robots are back, and they all take the form of different Robot Masters from different games. That one took the form of Commando Man. Basically, those guys operate the same as their, you know, like their game counterparts. So we're going to be seeing those throughout the run, just at random. So this is kind of my warning, as well as my kind of note to myself, that way I don't look like a complete fool all the time. There will be points in this game where the game will just decide that my inputs are forfeit. So if that happens, it's gonna happen, I'm gonna be bummed about it, and we'll just, you know, we'll deal with it as we get there. So after I beat the Dock Robot, that was the checkpoint of the level. Whew. I keep forgetting about that guy, and he is really prone to ruining life. So is that bird. I'm gonna try not to let the deaths in this game bum me out too terribly bad, but it is kind of a challenge too sometimes. It is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. But we did get an extra life from the level itself, so we should be fine in that regard. I'll try to talk about lives a little bit more whenever it becomes relevant, but at the moment it's not too relevant. Alright. Alright, we're through the scary part. Let's go over here and get ourselves a free E-tank. I'm not too worried about taking damage before the boss because, this is probably not going to be the attempt that I beat the boss on. But we're going up against Sparkman. I keep wanting to call him Charge Man because his weapon actually has a charge mechanic to it. So whenever the boss was appearing, you may have noticed that, you may have noticed 2 health bars charging up. I don't think we're going to see it on this run. This has been a pretty bad run on my part. Yeah, almost had it. That's fine, that saves me from some trouble later, but we'll try it again. These bosses are difficult. They have 2 phases, which means 2 health bars. However, if I make it to phase 2, I will get my health back. So that's kind of the goal of these, is to just kind of survive until I make it to that second phase, get my health recharged there. I wanted him to jump the other way. Alright, see there, I got my health back from it. He's gonna charge up this big attack, which completely changes how he behaves. If I take one more hit, I'm gonna use my E-tank. Alright, now I'm gonna use it. Just really maximize the time on it. One more hit. There we go, first boss down. Check on some things here really quickly, make sure that everything looks good. So, Sparkman's weapon in this is pretty great. Honestly, all the weapons in this are pretty great. This is going to be something I'm going to go ahead and compliment about this mod right out the gate. These upgrades and weapons are awesome. Like, they are very much worth going for. So we're going to try to go for Tomahawk Man, but if I can't get Tomahawk Man, I do have a backup in mind. I do want to try to get him early, though, because he's going to get me the power adapter, and the sooner I can get both of these adapters, the better. So some of the sprite work here is based off of other games. Like this one, I believe, is very strongly reminiscent of things like Yoshi's Island, I believe. As these ladybugs kick my ass. That's all good. I always forget that those propellers are considered, like, tangible objects. That right there is a lie. It's a little metal. Do this big jump over here and we get one of our lives back. These little arrows here are kind of reminiscent of Mario level stuff as well. I think this is all Yoshi's Island. Or at least, like, you know, very heavily inspired by Yoshi's Island anyways. The problem that I had with this stage earlier was I was trying to go way too fast and ended up causing a lot of headache for myself. Alright, and this time we're gonna fight Megaman from Mega Man 9. Every now and then he'll do that little center jump and it kind of messes me up. But other than that, Megaman is very easy, even in Mega Man 9. So I can show off the jet adapter now because this is going to skip at least a part of this puzzle. And another cool thing is there's a cinematic that plays right here. I'm going to jump out and back into the menu just to show this off. I can skip the hell out of that animation, which is something that you could not do in Mega Man 6. Whenever that animation played, you had to watch the whole dang thing. So the jet adapter in this game works interestingly. You get 4 charges with it, and you essentially get an extra jump with each of those charges. So you don't have like a fuel meter in like you did in Mega Man 6. You instead have, you know, just those 4 jumps that you can do. And you may think that that trivializes a lot of the platforming, and you'd be correct. That's one reason I think that it's just such a powerful tool, but this game even makes sure that even with that handicap, like, you know, like the fact that you can use that at any time, it's still not an easy game. Like, you can't just rely on the jet adapter all the time, although I'm not even going to mince words and say that I'm not going to use it, because I will abuse the hell out of using it. I'm also going to try not to get cut up to death by scissors if I can help it. Alright, so here's where we'll get the jet adapter going on. Yeah, this game, honestly, like, you know, I have, like, a particular love for Mega Man 6, but this game definitely, like, improved on it in such a good way. I was actually wondering about that, like, I couldn't remember, like, whose theme this was. Like, I knew it was from one of the, 32-bit Mega Man games, like Mega Man X in particular, but I couldn't remember who it was. This is the Street Fighter boss fight theme, though. But yeah, like, they've improved the bosses and made them very, very difficult. Definitely, like, you know, more than my, like, bad playing is showing off, but, like, they're very, very challenging, and, like, the bosses are definitely, like, the big thing about this game that, like, kind of sets it apart, I feel like. I'm probably gonna die on this attempt just because I lost a lot of health in the early phase, too. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna make it through this one. That's fine. Basically, if we can get through this boss, I don't predict there's gonna be too much issues with the rest of the game. Also, I can try this boss as many times as I want to, because, at least on the Robot Master stages, you cannot get a game over from them. Yep, there are 2 health bars, there's 2 phases. Whenever you get through 1 health bar, you get a health refill as well. It sounds like that wasn't originally in the base game. Like, that sounds like that was added later on because of people complaining about it, which You know what? Valid. Like, this game is difficult. There's definitely patterns in the game, but it is hard to, like, get them down. Alright, just gotta survive one more hit. We got him. There we go. We got both adapters now. Doing all kinds of gaming. So far so good. Everything is going alright. Trying to get back into the swing of work, which is always a fun thing to do for me, because I just basically get back to work from New Year's and I'm just in a coma. But everything's going pretty well. Can't complain. Alright, so with Tomahawk Man down, I'm gonna go reveal one secret from Sparkman. It's right here at the very beginning of the stage. Actually, there's a couple of secrets in here, but we needed this adapter in order to really get to them. That one's not too terribly exciting, just an extra life. But this stage has multiple different paths. Also, the power adapter is so strong that you can... I think it does like 1 point of damage, but whenever you don't even hit enemies with it, it does like a little bit of damage to them, even, you know, completely missing them. So that's pretty awesome. Like, the power adapter is so great in this game, and I think they did a good job with it. Okay, we needed both adapters to get here. We won't worry about him right now. One of you was a decoy. So this right here is just like a silly little trick. I thought that there was something down here, but there is not anything down in that pit besides losing the life that you just got. Just like in Megaman 5 and 6, he's not a big deal. Oof. And this just takes us back to the auto-scroller, so I'll go back to level select. To do that, you go onto the E-tanks, you hit start, and you hit select, and then you can exit at any point. You don't need to defeat the bosses beforehand to do that. And that's because whenever you get to the end of the stages, you can try the Robot Masters as many times as you like. So they kind of, I guess, like implemented that as a way of kind of backing out of all of that. Oof on the paycheck, by the way. That is unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't last for too long. Notice that Dustman here is Necro Summoner. I'm sure that's not going to come into play later or anything. I need to let one of those guys go to show off what they do. They have like a fun little, like, here we go. Whenever you destroy the spring part of them, the head part just kind of freaks out and just, you know, jumps at you. They also changed the nerds a little bit. If I shoot him, he loses his hat and then he will jump and shoot at you, but he doesn't die. To kill him, I need to shoot him while he's in the air. But if I destroy the head beforehand, we're all good. You're going to be excited about this then. This game has all kinds of awesome music references in it. So here's a fun little thing if you didn't have the jet adapter and came down here. If you do this, you basically can't get up on that ladder without the jet adapter. Like, maybe I can eke out a pixel on it with this, but... Okay, yeah, so it's not impossible, but very much meant to be a mean, awful trick. Whoops. There we go. Messed up my rapid-fire rhythm. Yeah, like, a lot of care was put into this mod. Like, from what I understand, the original version of it was a little bit harder, and I don't think I would have enjoyed the original version, but this one's pretty dang great. We'll get out our spark bullet here. This isn't necessarily this thing's weakness, but again, like, the weapons in this are awesome. So I can fire the base version of this weapon as many times as I want, and like it doesn't have an energy bar. And like even right now, it doesn't have an energy bar after charging it up. I only consume ammo whenever I get this charge up. This charge makes me move faster. It makes me shoot this giant projectile that, like this electric pretty much eats projectiles and will like blast through a lot of them, if not all of them. And it does pretty good damage overall in the charged form. The base one, on the other hand, not as good. Okay, I always forget about this. I'm switching over to jet adapter. So another thing that makes this game really awesome is these kind of upgrades and power-ups, like right here. So that one in particular, I'm just going to keep the jet going through this section. That one just tripled my iframes. So like if I get hit by that guy, for example, I'm basically going to be like having like 3 times the amount of invincibility frames, which is really, really helpful in later parts of this. Alright, now we're gonna... Actually, let's go to Tomahawk Assist. This is a pretty nice weapon. Like, it takes a second for the things to come out, and, you know, obviously not a very good reactive weapon. But it's got a lot of uses on it, like, you know, a lot of ammo. There we go. Man, for once I was actually kind of hoping I would do some bad platforming. Just look at my stream any other day and you'll see that. Oh yeah, and you come pre-equipped with an energy balancer, like right from the get-go. So you don't even have to worry about dealing with swapping weapons if you know that you've only used one. Alright. I don't think the Tomahawk is this guy's weapon weakness, but I am curious either way, just because the weapons in this game are really strong even without being the weaknesses. Like, sometimes it is just worth it to do the weapons and try them out on bosses just because of the utility of the weapons in this game. Remember that Necro Summoner thing? A good case in point is the power adapter here. Wrecks boss health. Whenever he's in any sort of transformation like that, I can't do anything to him. Yeah, like I think I played Mystical Ninja Goemon like one time before. That's like the weird like beat 'em up where you kind of play as either the ninja guy with the blue hair or like the old man. Like, there's something to do with that, and like I never played too far into it. So the spark bullet here is definitely the weakness of him because it destroys all of his projectiles and just does a complete number to him. So I just wanted to see if Tomahawk might have been his actual weakness. So once you get, like, your first weapon in this game, it becomes a lot easier of a game to deal with. Like, doing these Robot Masters Buster only, like, I tried, it is really difficult. Well, if you need anybody to playtest your levels for you, just let me know. You know I'm always up for it. Alright, I am going to be occasionally just doing save states on here because I don't want to actually remember the passwords or anything like that. So, we will not worry too much about that. So here's the part where now I fully admit I have no clue where to go from here, so I'm just gonna pick Shillman. A couple of reasons. Sparkman was actually the first one. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, actually I did remember this. I can't get that secret yet. Let's go get the weapon we need for that, that way we don't have to come back here. So again, like, I can just literally just go to password select, and now we can just go to Napalm Man. Just pulling a sneaky one and just changing the level there all of a sudden. But yeah, so Sparkman was the first one that I actually managed to get down, and, you know, just as an unintended benefit, also his weapon is broken. So if I don't charge it up, I get these little guys, and just like Sparkman, I can direct them to go up or down, and, like, that will get some use throughout this run. Not a whole lot, because it's very, very hard to aim them. The projectile takes just a little bit too long to really, like, reliably aim it and, you know, like, angle it up and down at the right time. It does about the same amount of damage in this form as a regular Buster Shot, so you're not really gaining anything necessarily from, you know, from it. But it is really broken. Case in point, it just destroyed the skull barrier like nothing. It's just such a good weapon. I might show it off here in a minute if I find another pit, though, because I want to show off the utility of some of the other weapons as well. I think I'll do that right now, actually. So I can hit select and actually go through my weapons as well, but I'm probably not going to use that quite as much. Mostly because I just forget. Okay, that's not a good one to do that on. There we go. I need to find an enemy that doesn't have, like, a shield or something like that. Okay, here we go. So with the dust chute right there, whenever I use it, it's a screen clearer. But whenever I hit an enemy with it, it'll give me back a point of health every single time. It's only got 10 uses on it, though, so I have to be kind of careful about using it. Bully this guy to death. And now we're in Mario, the Ghost Castles from Super Mario World. Ghost Castles, Ghost House. These blocks right here, they technically make it to where I can't move on them unless I use down to go right or up to go left. However, if I jump, I get my regular controls back. And then similarly, this one does up to go right and down to go left. But once again, I just treat it like Glue from Glue Man's stage. That's the boss from Unlimited, right? Glue Man? I need to go back and, like, I need to go back and play Unlimited again. That was a good one. Okay, here's a good place for the Tomahawk assist demonstration. So let's stretch our imaginations and imagine I'm just really awful at platforming. If I hit up whenever that little arrow shows up, and I have the Tomahawk assist equipped, I can just use that to essentially avoid dying to pits, which is going to come into play much later in the run. I think they are, yeah. Like, from what I understand, the creator of this mod, Tatsu, he had a lot of influence from Dragon Warrior, so there's a couple of references to it in here. Alright, so again, I don't know what the weakness for Napalm is. We're gonna try this one, though. It's not. Spoilers. Is it Dust Shoot? Oh, it's Dust Shoot. Oh, it is Dust Shoot. A Pickleman Bull. I wonder if that's just like a weird translation error, or like what that is. Like, I know like there's the Picket Man as well. Like, I think those were the guys that threw the like the mining picks at you from the first game. Alright, with Napalm Man down, we can go to Chill Man next. Alright, so far my weakness order has been... Let's not count Tomahawk Man, he doesn't count for this because I went out of order for him, so Spark Man, Dust Man, Napalm Man. So now we can go and get this with the Napalm Blast. Napalm has a decent amount of uses. I think it has like standard 1 point per, per one that you throw. You can throw it in 8 directions. It's really powerful. It has like a big explosion radius whenever you use it. I need to not use too much of it though, because I think that might be this boss's weakness. This floor is ice, so I have to be careful about that. This part messed me up whenever I was playing through this game for the first time, because I would just slide and then like I would get hit by those guys. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's... If you're just like a little bit patient, that part's not bad, but it was ruining me. I don't know if these blocks are destructible or not. Okay, they are not. I don't remember, like, too terribly much about Chillman's level, aside from the music. Oh, that's Tundra Man that we're fighting, by the way. Okay, it's not Tomahawk. Is it Dust Shoot? Kinda. Probably not actually that one, though. Let's try Napalm. Nope. When in doubt, use the Spark Bullet, because it is just so stupidly good. That is the one problem with the napalms. If you saw what happened there, I actually ended up shooting through the barrier, which is unfortunate. The squid guys shoot with a little, like, freeze thing that will, you know, obviously freeze you in place. That's not fun. We're gonna be dealing with that a little bit later on a few screens from now. Like right now. But once again, we're gonna switch over to our jet adapter and just trivialize most of this. I would say that giving it 4 charges is a little bit overpowered, but honestly, like, the way that I see it, like, these adapters should be, like, you know, pretty decently useful. I never did those puzzles the intended way, by the way. Like, I don't know if that's difficult or not. Alright, let's see if napalm is the desired one for this. If not, we still haven't used tomahawk either. Seems like it might be. It's not a good weakness. Tried to do a little bit of button mashing to see if I could get through that, but it's fine. We made it through. What's that? I don't think I know that one. I think I've heard the Rockman 2 Deus Ex Machina, but I've never actually watched it. So much like Chill Man, the Chill Slip is something that I can't speak too much about because, honestly, I haven't put that one to too terribly much use. I'm gonna be right back really quickly, but I'll leave it on the boss select theme here, and I'll keep the selector in the center just, you know, for visual purposes, but I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I wanted to check on my little pretty baby cat, and she is doing alright. I'll still show off the Chill Slide. It's not a bad weapon, like, it's not awful, but it's also not great either. So this sort of acts like a regular Buster attack as well. It has kind of the Fester's Quest waviness to it. You would think that you could go to the right here, but you can't. So the real bread and butter of this weapon is whenever you do the slide, you do the charge kick a la Mega Man 5. You go super duper fast, and it does damage. And you even get invulnerability frames after it, which is something that the charge kick sucked about. That sand does slow you down if you're in it. Yep, this is the Zelda 2 dungeon theme, or I think it's dungeon theme. This was a bad level to show off the chill slip in because I'm not going to be doing a lot in it. Nice little falling block puzzle here. There we go. You can kind of see why the chill slip is a little bit of an underwhelming weapon now, huh? Now we fight Inker. His signature attack doesn't mean anything because you can just literally blitz through the projectile whenever it comes out. These guys also have painfully small invulnerability frames, so it's really easy to get a lot of damage on them at once. Checking messages, sorry about that. So the bad, I say it's the bad thing about this weapon, but really, like, the balancing thing about this weapon is whenever you change screens, you lose the charge effect on it. So you would have to reapply that, which that's where a lot of the weapon energy use comes from this. But that's not a big deal, like, it barely uses any ammo, and it's just such a good weapon that it's worth investing in that charge attack. You just have to be careful about where you're using it, and right there we kind of saw a little bit of me actually getting the uses out of the non-charged, like, aiming it down thing there. Because I can just shoot it straight up through walls at things. That was a weird little glitch. I was trying to jump there, but it kept, like, pushing me into the wall. And these guys, I can't normally hit them, but the power adapter does not give a shit. Shields are a myth, according to the power adapter. So that one's not going to be relevant right now because I've got 3 E-Tanks, but if I ever drop below 3 E-Tanks and I lose a life, it will put me back up to 2 E-Tanks by default. Which, considering how difficult this game is, it's really nice to have something that does that. These falling platforms, by the way, are from Megaman 5 on the Game Boy. A game that I've thought about doing a stream of on here before. There's a couple of references to, some of the other Mega Man games here, as seen by the presence of Inker. Just ignore that. Alright. I don't think it's Dust Shoe because that was Napalm. I don't think it's Napalm because there's another one I think is also weak to that. Let's try the Chill Slip. I'll try hitting him with the slide. Oh yeah, it's Chill Slip. I'll stay still here a little bit. So Pharaoh Man gives you the shield weapon of this game. And his shield weapon, much like some of the other weapons in this game, is broken as fuck. Yeah, the chill slip is not a bad weapon. Like, they give you iframes at the end of it. It's okay, but I haven't used it outside of boss weaknesses. Yeah, he summons Sunstar, not a big deal. I've never understood where kind of the weirdness about how Pharaoh Man is always associated with, like, you know, his original weapon shoots a sun. Like, it's just a sun. And then this mod continues that by making him, like, summon the Sunstar from Mega Man 5 as well. Alright, we'll do Galaxy Man next. His stage is a little bit of a mindfuck. You know, whenever I played through this game casually, I didn't think that I was going to be able to get through the Robot Masters and into the Wily stages very quickly. And here we are, like, 2 bosses to go. Like, that really shows off the potency of having a weapon and just kind of knowing stuff on here. Like, my first playthrough took me a long time. So let's show off the Pharaoh Flood. So I can just get the projectile out, and that's all fine and dandy. If I hit the attack button again, it'll make these come out, and if I hit it one more time, it'll fire them. That projectile sucks and is not worth the time. This right here is the Destroyer of Worlds. Of course, using it on a shield enemy, not representative of that. And yeah, Yoku Man's stage theme, I love it. So we could go through that whole entire rigorous puzzle, or we could just equip the jet adapter and not care. Oh, I should have went up there. Like, I forgot that this is just a straight shortcut to skip the mid-boss. More Yoku blocks. I wonder how we're gonna deal with this. Oh wait, no, we didn't skip the mid-boss. Cool. I thought we did for some reason. Oh yeah, if you're trying to get this shield out, it kind of struggles a little bit if enemies actually hit it. Okay, let's go to something else. That's not doing the trick. Oh, there we go. That'll do it. Hi and bye, Flash Man. I need to just start, like, flipping through select to pick weapons whenever I'm not in a rush, because I feel like that would be easier than what I'm doing. And I can say so far I haven't had any of the issues that I talked about with the jumping and charging mechanics. So these guys are going to just absolutely mindfuck the room. They, like, you know, this is kind of the puzzle whenever you don't have the solution to this, and there's 2 ways that you can deal with it. You can either destroy the little projection device, which thankfully doesn't have much health, or you can just make it through the room. So it looks like I'm kind of doing some screen scrolly stuff, but I promise that's not the case. So we're not going to go that way yet, that's progress. And we don't want to do progress. I do want to go down this way, though. Ah, I did the thing again. It's fine. I have to do it for the jet adapter, though. Luckily, the menuing in this game is super duper awesome. Yeah, definitely agreed there. I would love another Mega Man Unlimited. Like, that was such a good game. So we deal with these Yoku block puzzles the same way we deal with any Yoku block puzzles, by not dealing with them. And now we're on to Galaxy Man, who I actually do know the weakness to. Remember this attack? I can still hit him while he's up there, by the way. I'll let him do some of his attacks here. He can be really mean with that attack, by the way. Like that. I'll let him get off one more set of attacks before I... Alright, we'll get him this time. Yeah, I don't mind Mega Man 10, but it's definitely, like, it wasn't as good as Mega Man 9. Like, I feel like they took a step back in a lot of ways with 10. So did you see the spark bullet and think that that weapon was broken and that there isn't anything else in the game that could possibly be more stupidly broken than that? Let me tell you about Galaxy Vision. So that thing, you know, attacks things and it takes points away whenever I need to do stuff with it. That's fair enough. If I take damage while I have that equipped, it will deduct from my weapon instead of my life energy. Sorry about that. So here's our last little upgrade we got. Whenever I game over, if I somehow manage to game over with 9+ lives, could happen. I'm not gonna say it won't. It will start me with 2 extra lives above the one that you get bog standard from game overing. Yeah, and that's the thing I definitely agree with there. Like, I don't think that the easy mode did anything for the game, because they also added a hard mode to it. Like, I'm completely fine with the game having, like, you know, scaling difficulties, as long as they include one for the people who want a harder difficulty. But yeah, it did seem like they kind of, like, they understood that they had that as, like, a fallback, and just kind of really rode on the fact that they could get away with making things unreasonably hard. Like, the Sandstorm section in Commando Man's stage is a nightmare. Alright, let's go back to showing off Galaxy Vision. So first of all, I can just do that to enemies. It lasts through screens. If I take damage, it's just going to deduct from weapon energy right here, so I can really take time and go through things. It negates, it doesn't negate invulnerability frames, it does negate knockback. So if I get hit while I have this, I can continue to move like it's nothing. I can't survive spikes, however, so we're not gonna do that. Oh, and it can pick up items, apparently. And then finally, whenever I want to be done with it, I can just send it off into whatever direction I want. So Jewel Man here is unique in that he starts out basically not as him, the boss. I have to fight these crystals. This is kind of why I like the Galaxy Vision, because I can just sit here and keep hitting this crystal, and, you know, whenever the crystals die, that's where the actual health damage takes place. He uses a couple of different Robot Master's attacks depending on which crystal he has. And now we get to the actual boss fight, which he is not weak against that. So what would he be weak against? Is it the Pharaoh Flood? Oh, it's the Pharaoh Flood. Just go ahead and frame myself. Also, thank you for calling out the different musics here. I oftentimes get so caught up in trying to explain the gameplay and stuff, I tend to forget actually explaining some of the stuff like the musics. But I will say the music in this game is a freaking bop, though. So now we go on to definitely Mr. X. Absolutely Mr. X. Where's that jewel satellite? Is that it? Yeah. Okay, they showed off something in the little tutorial there, like the little, like, description text that had me curious. I don't know what the, like, if the story has changed on this ROM hack or anything, so, like, it's all in Japanese, so I cannot tell you if Mr. X is mysteriously controlling the robot tournament or what's going on there. But it's definitely not Dr. Wily, like, I can tell you that much. It is not Dr. Wily. There's no goofs, no gaffs, it's just not him. The Spark Bullet once again showing how amazing it is. Oops. Out of all the enemies they could have brought back, they bring these weird locker creatures from Megaman 10. So technically, if I really want to scum this, I can just keep doing that. Which is another point for the Spark Bullet. Overall, though, like, you know, I know I'm only using, like, one or two of these weapons, but they are all genuinely good and useful, and that's something I can't say about a lot of Mega Man games. The Pharaoh Flood, whenever I was playing through this casually, was the weapon, like, that and the Spark Bullet were the two things that basically kept me very well fed throughout this whole entire playthrough. Now we fight the mini-boss. The mini-boss boss. That doesn't seem like it's doing much. Let's try the Jewel Origin. Oh, that seems to be doing the trick. Whenever I can hit with it, that is. Luckily, making it to phase 2 gives me a new health bar. And we got him. Yeah, I didn't know what that theme was either. Like, I could not pick it out. I'm trying to remember if I've played Minus Infinity or not. I feel like I've started to. That's the one with Hell Will, right? Oh, also, we're in Labyrinth Zone. Now, this music I can talk about. This is Scrapyard Zone from Sonic 1. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. So as I'm going through here, anytime that I do, they say it's like exert an action or something like that. I'm slowly losing health over time. Like, thankfully, every single time that I shoot a bullet, it doesn't mean that I'm taking damage, or else I think I would literally die in the first screen with how often I button mash. But it does mean that we have to kind of get through these levels on a little bit of a quick pace. This is the first time that I've seen any kind of Mega Man game implement a breathing mechanic. So the level graphics are Labyrinth Zone, the stage theme is Scrap Brain. Oh yeah, I see what you mean by it could be Scrap Brain 3, my bad. Yeah, Scrap Brain 3 also has a section like this, so I apologize. Forgot about that. I'm playing a dangerous game by not having the jet adapter equipped right now. I mostly wanted to try to experience this from the perspective of doing it without the jet adapter. Since my first time through here, I ignored all of that. I've invented the perfect fighting robot. I'm giving it lungs. Dr. Light, no, please stop. You're a madman. You're worse than Wily. Saved it. Jet adapter is stupidly strong. What was the weakness of this fellow? We're also going to be ready to pop one of our... No, definitely not that. We're popping that now. Was it napalm then? Could be. Told you it wasn't Wily, it's Dr. Cossack, but gray. And if you ever want to see some crazy shit, you should check out some of the Sonic speedruns and stuff like that. Like, they get ridiculous, especially the first one. If you watched me do my Kirby stream on New Year's, this theme should be very familiar to you. This is used in a couple of places, but in particular, it's the theme from the planet in Milky Way, which is called Megaman. Now we negate all of those air physics. Half Moon, that's the one, my bad. It's definitely Half Moon, that was my fault. Jet Adapter. Ah, dang it. I'll try it one more time. There we go. Time to negate this fight entirely. So there is a constant wind pushing me towards him. It doesn't negate his fight, but definitely makes it a lot more tolerable. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. This Romhack is awesome. Like, they did a lot of stuff, like cool graphics, cool scenes. Auto-scrollers aren't great, but I still think it's great that we're in and, like, you know, basically we're on, like, an airship of, you know, not Dr. Wily. You saw that little Met that was disguised as a 1-up helmet. Died from the aftershock of me punching, which I always love that, like. And it doesn't even overly break the power adapter because it only does 1 damage to hit with that, so you can only really get weak enemies with it. I do find it cool that the fake Met helmet guys... Oh. Just go ahead and do that. I do find it cool that the Met helmet guys also charge up whenever you charge up. It really helps to sell that sort of, like, you know, getting tricked by them. I forgot to save, by the way. I said I was going to start saving throughout this and just completely forgot. So you remember that Dragon Warrior 1 reference that you were talking about earlier? Well, not Dragon Warrior 1, but just Dragon Warrior in general. Much like the Mr. X chain ball fight, the power adapter makes this boss not too terribly bad. You can just kind of brute force through all the hits. I didn't think I was going to be able to say this, but I'll go ahead and make the comment. If this game seems like it's pretty easy, it really isn't. Like, getting the first boss down, like, you know, now that you know it's Charge Man, it's a little bit easier to kind of figure that out, but like for me, it was a little bit of a nightmare, like, going through and figuring all of that out. So, like, definitely don't take this as this mod being, like, an easy one by any stretch of the imagination. It's a toughie, it takes a little bit. If you die a lot of times, the game is by design built like that, so just don't freak out about it. Those platforms, by the way, they go whichever direction I jump on them from, so need to make sure I'm aimed correctly before I try to do anything with them. Try not to negate every challenge in the game. Like, I want to try to do, like, some of the things that were set out to be done, like these guys right here. I hate those enemies so much, but, like, it's such an effective thing to do. Just, you know, throw those out there like that. Just get you really second-guessing yourself anytime you make a jump. I don't think I would be doing as well at this game if I didn't have the jet adapter or the ability to switch to it that quickly. And there is room, like, since the 3 times invulnerability frames isn't something that you start out standard with, it is possible to make this game more challenging for yourself if you are just playing through it and you're just like, this game is not hard enough for me. Like, I am not getting thoroughly tested by this. Because, like, the adapters are somewhat necessary to beat the game, but, you know, like in the last stage especially, but you don't have to use them. Just jump through these because I cannot be asked to actually memorize that. What we can do, however, is switch to Dust Shoot and Go. Just heal ourselves to full off of that. Let's not get too hooked on it, though. Trying to remember which guy this was. Oh, it's Mr. X. I didn't even talk about the, I don't know what the whole name of it is because I always forget to look at the real names of these weapons, but Jewelman's weapon is pretty freaking great, too. Hey, how's it going? My plans for world domination have failed with a D. Without an E. It was Dr. Wily. Spoilers. I ruined the surprise. I won't say that because, like, every single time I do say it, I end up completely, like, not doing it after the fact, but, I'm definitely not, like, making a big habit out of, like, getting back to streaming or anything like that. Let's see. That's what I was supposed to do. I didn't think I could make that jump. Because every single time that I say I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent about it, I end up being inconsistent about it and lying. But I definitely, like, I played through this game and I just, like, I knew I was going to stream this one after I finished it. Like, it's such a good ROM hack. So I am moving to the right now to cause the screen to scroll like that. It's a little bit hard to tell on this part, but now we add spikes to the mix. Ah, damn it. I thought I could get to the life in time. Unfortunately, I did not hit a checkpoint there. This was one of the harder stages because of that. Whoops. Went to look at stream chat. Missed the ladder by a mile. Let me grab the ladder. Now I can look at chat. Let me see. Now you say Romhack. What's different about it from regular Mega Man 6? So, damn it, I missed the jump. That's just my bad. Let's quit trying to not use the jet and just use the jet. Get in the robot, Shinji. So, if you went and played Mega Man 6 right now, you wouldn't see, like, any of these stages or anything like that. So this, like, there are some ROM hacks that all they do is just change the level designs a little bit and, like, you know, still use the same sprite palettes and stuff like that. But, like, this block right here, for example, that I'm standing on top of, like, all of this, really, none of that is actually in the base Mega Man 6. I won't say, like, none of it is, but, like, you're unlikely to see a lot of this stuff in Mega Man 6. I'm going to use the Galaxy Vision. Seems like a good thing to use here. That would have negated one of the problems I had earlier. Like, you know, and also, like, some of these gameplay mechanics even are things that are not from Mega Man 6 as well. So, like, this whole entire thing is kind of made, like, how do I describe it? It's made off of the engine that made Mega Man 6, but it's not necessarily, like, the game at all. And yeah, like, that as well. Like, there are different robot masters, there's different... Oops! I think the Galaxy Vision just reached into that block there and got the item there. Different robot masters, different weapons, different, God, like, it's easier to tell what isn't different about it, which is, again, like, the engine that it uses. We're gonna put on the jet adapter, we're not gonna fuck with this. We'll go down there and grab that, though. Oh yeah, this is miles and miles more difficult, even though, like, as I was saying earlier, like, the only reason it looks easy while I'm doing the stuff on the stream here is, I put a lot of time and practice into this, so that's the only reason that this looks like it could be easy. Surprisingly enough, the Kirby stream ended up being longer than one of my longest Mega Man streams, although the counterpoint to that is the Mega Man stream that I did has a lot more games cleared than the Kirby one does, but I will also argue with that, my intentions between each of them was different. Oh, ooh, that was almost bad. There are spikes down there that could have just absolutely ruined me. So, like, a good example is, with Kirby, like, my main intention was to just basically get through a lot of the games and try to 100% as many of them as I could. Okay, yeah, we are switching to... Here we go. So you remember the, Mega Dragon from Mega Man 2? This isn't it. This is worse than that. Whenever I first saw that this was the boss that I had to do here, I freaked out so bad because I was like, there is no way in hell I am fighting a devil of any sort on a moving platform section like this. And whenever I jump, like, it takes, like, I am not jumping as far as I should. Oh my god, how did I dodge that? So this is where that kind of hidden-ish feature of the tomahawk assist kind of comes into play. Otherwise, I genuinely don't think I could do this boss. Oh, man. Whenever, like, I put so many attempts into this before I remembered that... No, that's actually where I figured out that the Tomahawk Assist does that, as a matter of fact. Like, I didn't know it had the, like, the floor helping capabilities until I got to that boss, because my thoughts in my mind was, do I use the jet adapter on this? Well, then I'm not going to be doing enough damage to actually do it. Like, do I do a weapon swap? I didn't know what to do for that part, so, like, I was sitting there and thinking, this could be the boss that kills me streaming this because I don't want to be stuck there forever. Getting back to the Kirby stream versus the Megaman one, though, I was trying to 100% a lot of the games on the Kirby streams, whereas with the Megaman games, a lot of them I was trying to go as fast as possible. I think it wasn't until the Mega Man X games that I started to, like, try to get a little bit more progress on those. So this section's kind of annoying. You see, I can use this to point to. You see that place right there? That's my end goal, is to get there. Now, it would be nice if I could just glitch through these blocks and get down there and, like, not have to do any of that. Unfortunately, we gotta go. We gotta go through it all. It sucks. Because right there's the boss gate. If all we could do is just get through that wall magically. I know it sounds like I was building up to something with that, but I really am not. Like, I just have to get through it. I don't know what kills the little, like, floor guys there. The little Roombas of Doomba. Ooh, I forgot about that trick. Where they put the spikes down there. And those will one-hit me still. Uh-oh, it's Breakman. I wonder how we're gonna deal with him. He has a shield, though. The Spark Bullet is completely fair and balanced. Let's see. Haven't played a Mega Man in a hot minute. The segment uncomfortably reminds me of Wily 2. I'm trying to think of what part you're talking about for the Wily 2 reminder. Based on Mega Man Ultimate Breakman. I guess so. He didn't stay alive long enough for me to actually know what he came from. That's partially my fault. Don't even have to worry about the fact that I couldn't see the screen through that little mindfuck. It's fine. Alright, I forgot. Let me do this. Hey Eddie, what you got for me? Thanks. Oh boy. There we go. It's still a completely fair and balanced weapon. Tried to angle it up earlier. God, there we go. We got it. Do all of that just so I can go jet. Not fucking with spikes right now. I don't really play like the Animal Crossing games. I do have a Nintendo Switch though, and I think my favorite game on the Switch right now is probably still Zelda, Breath of the Wild. The Switch is genuinely, like, it's such a good console. Like, they did really good with it. Is this guy Napalm? I don't think he is. How about Jewel? No, definitely not Jewel. Kind of the Pharaoh Flood. Just lag out the entire game, not a big deal. Oh, he only takes damage whenever his eyes are open, that's why that's happening. This isn't working. How about Dust Shoot? Oh, it's Dust Shoot. Oh, that would have killed me. I think that counts as my 1 pixel from death, because it's really hard to get 1 pixel from death in this. Like, that was close. Oh, is the, are the mana games on there? Like, I guess they are through, like, the SNES, thing, right? Oh, we're in Boss Rush now. So his was Napalm. What if it's something else, though? It's not Dust. It's not that. This was the weapon that I used to kind of first fight him whenever I did this. It's just like a nice fire and forget style shield. Oh, this is Sigma 3 from Megaman X. There's a Goosebumps game on the Nintendo Switch. Didn't know that. Oh yeah, he was, Dust Shoot, I believe. Yeah. You're the super duper weak to Dust Shoot. And we'll finish you off with the POW adapter. I mostly do PC gaming here recently myself, but you know, I still do try to keep up with the consoles where I can. I have a PS5, I just haven't used it that much. I think this guy, Tomahawk Man, might be the one who Pharaoh Flood destroys. Definitely messes with his projectiles, that's for sure. Not a great weakness, though. Let's try the Copy Vision, or Galaxy Vision, or whatever. Oh man, that is actually messing him up. Alright, so his weakness is the Galaxy Vision. Now, I don't actually know what his weakness is. Oh, that Jewel was definitely weak against Napalm. I think the Jewels have different weaknesses. I bet this one's the Chill Slip. I'd be surprised. Yeah, I was gonna say, I would be surprised if it wasn't the Chill Slip for that. You'd think I would remember the actual weaknesses for these guys by this point. Maybe he's the Pharaoh. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, he's super duper weak to it. Holy shit. This guy is actually weak to the Spark Bullet. If I don't suck up that little like garbage block that he throws out by the time that he starts doing his suck attack, it will he can absorb it and restore health. Which is a bigger deal whenever you're fighting him with the Buster. I should have probably switched directly to the Dust Shoot for that, but it's fine. Aha, you were the one that was weak to Tomahawk Assist all along. That's a strange weakness, considering, like, you don't spend that much time really, like, out of view of the ground. That's fine, though. Oh, that thing that I picked up in Chillman's stage, it was like the WF. I have a weapon refill that I can just use once per stage. Well, not once per stage, but like whenever it gets filled up. Basically lets me carry excess energy. We're actually getting close to the end of this one. We're getting pretty dang close to it. It was a chill slip. This game does follow the traditional tropes of a Mega Man game of whenever you get to the wily stages, that's whenever the game's about to end, so we recently got to the wily stages. This is like the third or fourth one. Basically, like after this stage, I think I've got like the final area, which is like the, you know, this is the boss rush right now. Oh yeah, PlayStation 5s right now are pretty much, you know, good luck if you can get them. At least like the last time that I checked. It's been a while, but they are really hard to get a hold of. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, we actually didn't get to see a lot of his mechanics. Galaxy Man was the guy who I almost fought first. We're still not going to see much of his mechanics, because forget this guy. This was the one I got like really, really close on trying to Buster only, but that second phase just ruins me. They could be a little bit more available now than they were beforehand. I know like last year it was pretty much near impossible to get your hands on one unless you like really stalked the sites that keep track of the restocks and stuff. Oh yeah, this boss. I never found out the real weakness of it, so... Technically, you're supposed to only be able to fight him and, like, do damage to him whenever the little, like, ball thing is out. But the power adapter is just too strong. And that thing's dead. Isn't this the wily boss from Mega Man 4? I don't know what GB is, unfortunately. The two that I know for Mega Man 4 are the Rockman minus Infinity, and then there's also Voyage, I think, is based off of the Mega Man 4 engine. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the Galaxy Vision for this. These laser sections are more bullshit than Quick Man's, which is saying something. I basically, like... the good news is they're not one-hit kill. Like, they do only, like, damage, but they're still not great. Like, right there, like, I hesitated for a second and basically got hit by it, so that's not fun. Come over here and we get ourselves a secret. There's lives under there. I don't think I even have to use the power adapter on it, but we'll see. risk that one. Alright, I think this is... yeah, this is the final boss. Final bosses, rather. It's the Wily machine. Oh, it was just... it was a clone all along. It's okay, this is the real one. This is the real Dr. Wily. Okay, this is the Jewel Origin one. I think. Doesn't seem to be doing that much, no. Let's try Dust Shoot. Not really quite doing a lot there either. Phantom Flood. Oh, that's the one. That's the sauce. See, they intend for you to, like, freeze these and fire the projectiles off, but the projectiles themselves just go in such a wild and awful direction. Like, oh, we're gonna E-tank now. So, like, it's better just to pop the shield and just let that wreak havoc. Okay, we got Wily this time. It's over. This is the end. Oh! Nope. Just kidding. Alright, this time we've got it. Is he just gonna keep me here in the corner the whole time and just... okay, there we go. I was wondering if he was just gonna, like, not even try to fight me. Uh-oh, I'm just gonna do that again. Okay, it's definitely not that weapon, that's for sure. There we go. I wouldn't worry too much about why he's sending X souls at me. It's probably fine. Wow, I thought I was going to have to do this in 2 parts, and I actually got this done right around the time that I like to spend streaming. These are all classic cutscenes from the original game. I don't know if the text translates to the same or not. Well, he killed Rockman, obviously. More Mega Man 9 music just to send us off. You know, I just thought about it. Should Napalm Man be fighting in a ghost house made of wood? He fires one of those and he's going to blow the place up and, like, set it on fire. It's not a really good idea, dude. It's nice that Tomahawk Man has, like, a really nice pattern in this one, like... he actually uses his axe to attack you. And his weapon's pretty great. I love those birds. I don't like Jewel Man's boss fight at all, but I do like his ability. The Jewel Origin is what it was called. That one right there where he rains the diamonds down. Well, see, Tomahawk Man, he can fling his axe around in a forest. All he's gonna do is potentially chop them down. It'll take him more than like one chop to get through that. I didn't use the screen clear from Dustman a whole lot during this, but like it's a really nice way to implement a screen clear. Like giving it like that healing aspect was really nice. I don't even need to talk about the Spark Bullet. MVP weapon of the game right there. Like, if they need to nerf anything, it's that weapon. Because holy shit, like, it's such a good weapon. Pharaoh Flood, didn't see a whole lot of action during this playthrough, but on my first one, like, it was basically Pharaoh Man's weapon was my I'm killing bosses with this weapon one. Like, whenever I didn't know what the weaknesses were or anything like that, that's what I used to get through the bosses in this. Galaxy Man's weapon, obviously, being able to not take damage or invulnerability frames, and, like, you know, the knockback from it and stuff like that is stupidly broken. And like I said, the chill slide's okay, it's just, it's eclipsed by all of the other weapons in this game. I think they might have just ripped these straight from Megaman 6, I'm not sure, because I saw NF King up there, which is Keiji Inafune. Oh yeah, and all Capcom staff. There's the one unique harassment. The one unique credit in this, I believe, was the Tatsu. That's the person who made this ROM. Definitely, like I said, like if you're looking for like a pretty challenging and difficult Mega Man ROM hack, this one was good enough that I played through it and wanted to stream it, so like definitely give it a look for yourself and see if you enjoy it. If you don't like very difficult ROM hacks though, I might suggest not this one, because while the levels are pretty easy, the bosses in it are pretty darn hard. If you can get a boss down, the game gets a lot easier because it just seems like you can kind of deal with it a lot better. But until that point, it is a really difficult ROM hack. Let's see, and then I think I can go, if I click back into the window, back to the front menu here. But that's gonna be the stream. Again, like, I can't tell you if this story says anything different, but this is just the opening to Mega Man 6, so... I'm gonna go ahead and close off the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.